Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my Let's Play of my time at Sandrock. Today we have a meeting in City Hall. So there's a crazy cat. We're going to just probably take some quick reply. Thank you. Don't forget to send us more updates. We're always checking the mailbox every day to see if you've written us. Okay. We're going to do our chores really quick and head to City Hall. Probably take a couple easy commissions. Yeah. Need to try to remember to go visit Fang and give him a gift because, like I said last episode, I do feel like he is falling behind a little. So here's your pet button. They're all at 100%. So yeah, that's what I think the game plan is today. I don't know if the reason I feel like Fang is falling behind is because the last time I played this and I was at this part of the game, he was already my best friend. So I don't know, and that's because we had a decent amount of time in between the updates and I played it the bare minimum amount still, but I still played it and I still gave him gifts every day. After every update, I would probably play it for a week or two in game just to get my supplies back up. So I mean, I wasn't playing a lot, but it was enough to make a difference. I have a bunch of those now, and we'll do that quick and easy. Everything's done. Everything's done. When we come back from the meeting, we'll take care of this. For now, horse. Do I still have? No. I was gonna say if I had the Fang special, I might see if I can upgrade him further, but I do think it's a waste. I might do that anyway, just to see.
Hey there!
Green gas is all gone. Well, easy come, easy go, as they say. I think we could have co-opted it, turned it into a Sandrock tradition. Well, way I see it, only the true Sandrockers chuck themselves to such foulness, which is to say, one would have to truly love Sandrock to tolerate the green gas. Could have cut out a lot of gristle, I tell you what. This stuff is so hard to read. It is probably one of the hardest things to read. Taking the long way round. Is Fang anywhere on the map? No. So we're gonna go visit him in his house. Relax.
Yeah.
I have a vegetable bird. You have a cracker. Here you go. Yum. Oh, what did I give you last? I think it was gold.
Red. I love it.
Fang.
X is my family.
Okay. I will buy one of these. Ooh, prices are good again. I'll buy one and see if I can give it to the horse. I think he's officially fully maxed though. Raise. So 5 and 3.5. Yep. Okay. So that is what a fully upgraded horse looks like. He is a zippy little horse, I will tell you. I am thoroughly enjoying having a horse. I felt absolutely awful buying that horse as early as I did. Best damn decision I ever made. Absolutely best decision I ever made. I must admit your tenacity is admirable. If only we had others like you, perhaps you wouldn't be spread so thin. Well done. He has the hardest time complimenting. It's like, just say good job, dude. Like, really? Just say good job. Not hard. Let's go see what these two have to say.
Howdy!
I wish I could have been more help in the canyon, but, well, it's like Miguel always says, when it comes to dangerous situations, having you around is more of a liability than an asset. So true. That's so mean.
Catch you later!
Or just kick his butt, okay?
Ah!
Really glad you and the City Corp handled the whole valley ordeal, Skinny. I'm too pretty to be green. Okay.
Farewell!
Farewell. We'll go to Heidi first. Actually, she should be at the meeting. Hi, Andy. Hey.
Howdy!
Yeah, it is cool. Let's give you water, because I don't have anything. Oh, he's my associate. Look at that. Do we have guests? Do we not? I don't know.
Hello, all. Thank you for coming to
We
this meeting.
should.
No doubt you are all wondering what Mr. Musa's decision will be. To invest or not to invest? That is the question. Well, without further ado, let's hear it from Mr. Musa himself.
Thank you, Mayor Judy. Hi, as a business person, I tend to strike quickly to the heart of the matter. Please, do not mistake my directness for discourtesy. I have reached a decision to finance the plan to build a tunnel directly through the Eufaula Range to and from Portia. Sandrock's been slowly dying since its oasis shrunk, and the Northern High-Speed Railway was completed between Natara and Highwind. But its inherent advantages are still there. The ruins here and the riches they may hide are invaluable. Plus, being at the literal center of the Free Cities, well, I just refuse to believe that there's not something to be had here. It's no secret, the issues you've all faced around here. But now I've heard your stories, how you've built yourself back up time and time again from the brink of ruin. Heck, I've even seen it for myself. Brave folk like Builder putting their lives on the line for the good of the town. Listen, I think we all got off on the wrong foot. But with great conviction, I too am now proud to say, I believe in Sandrock.
Yes!
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
This is just the start.
You're right. But this is a good start. And we got here thanks to everyone's efforts. Especially yours, Builder.
Oh, she's too kind.
That's right. We still have a long way to go if we're to make Sandrock repeat his former glory. But I'm fully invested. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk planning. You all already met Mint. The gentleman over here is Albert. He's an expert in negotiations and construction management. Supposedly you have a plan to present? Go ahead, please.
You're too kind, Mr. Musa. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone. I won't bore you with the details, but here's the summary. Our goal here is to construct the road from both city-states and meet up in the middle of the southern Eufaula. I'm in charge of the Portian side of the project, and I'll liaison with my old friend Heidi on the Sandrock part. The project will be made up of 3 key parts. One is to dig a tunnel on the Sandrock side through the Eufaula Range. On the Portian side, we also have to dig a tunnel through the Muskoke Range. Finally, we'll need to come up with some sort of durable pavement for the road for the hottest part of the desert. You know, to prevent it from crumbling. That about sums it up. I believe Heidi already has a plan for the tunnel's construction here.
Right. The overall tunnel design is already complete, but we still need to do a feasibility study on the terrain to see if we need to make any changes. Mint?
Yes, I'm here for that.
Her voice sounded very strange there.
Since you just got here, why don't you get some rest today? You can start tomorrow. Once you have done your survey, we can have another meeting to hash out all the construction details. Builders, I would advise you to be on standby. Lots of things are coming your way.
I'm as ready as I can be.
That's what I'd like to hear.
Oh, Mr. Musa, you really planned out everything already.
That, my dear Trudy, is my secret to winning.
Okay. So we have 2 more little scenes, I think, or at least one.
What do you mean exactly when you said that you refuse to believe there's not something to be had here?
Well, I have a bit more plan than what I've made public. You all are here, smack dab in the middle of the continent. Let's say, if I were to ever build some sort of central hub for land transportation, it'd be right here where I'm standing. It makes sense logistically for trade and, if it ever came to it, war as well. The Alliance of Free Cities has limited population, but makes up a lot of territory. That's a weakness. If push ever comes to shove, we need to be able to move supplies around as quickly as possible. Every second lost could mean the difference between victory and defeat in another potential war against Duvos. And when I saw how you all handled yourselves, well, that just sealed the deal for me. The truest test of character is seeing people when things are at their worst.
Very sound, very insightful, Mr. Musa. It means a lot to have your support, especially with it being so well thought out. If I may ask, where did you learn to think like this?
School of Hard Knocks, Miss Heidi.
Huh?
I'm sure your mayor went to that school as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Still feel like I missed one Heidi cutscene. When she's talking to Musa and she says something about like the best parties are the parties that I don't come to or I don't get invited to or something like that. Still feel like I've missed one cutscene.
Howdy.
Finally, some good news for Sandrock. I take it you'll be needing a lot of metal for the tunnel commissions. Well, you know where I'm at. What would drive the people of the Age of Corruption to create something so pointless? Gas that turns people green? Did they not have anything else practical that needed making? I take a certain pride in knowing each of the tools I forge will one day make the world a better place, at least for someone. And so now everyone will have lines about the Portia Road. So this guy, Albert, is from Portia.
So, Heidi, let's talk logistics and communication. And mayhaps later there'll yet be time for rekindling old flames.
We barely know each other.
Huh?
How's the Golden Genius?
Gust? Gust is fine. Turned out he's super protective of his cute little sister and...
Yes, let's talk logistics and communication.
Yeah, he's part of like A&G Construction in Portia. Phew, finally I alight at the end of the tunnel, except, well, first we have to build the tunnel, then we'll most assuredly be light. Nice work in the valley. Really clutch. Moose has really come around on the whole we're not dumb actually thing, in large part because of you.
So long, partner.
And then there is... I'm gonna buy this for Coco, just because prices are cheap. And then there's one more here. This one's funny.
And so, you see, Mr. Musa, heavy equipment thingies, they require a lot of gold. And as a conductor, that's a thing, right? Well, in any case, that's why it's so darn expensive. I mean, if I could use less gold, I would, really. But we at the Sandrock Commerce Guild simply refuse to cut corners. That is, unless you want us to, Mr. Musa, or, sir.
Say, Commissioner, I think I left my wallet in the guild. Was it stuffed full of goals or completely empty? I can't seem to recall. Ah well, that's neither here nor there. Would you mind fetching it for me?
But of course, I shall return it to you post-haste. In at least one of the conditions you just described. Cover it for me, newbie. Buy me some time.
A moment, please.
Sure, what do you need?
I want to emphasize that I really need you to handle most of the builder work for this project. When I roll, I want to roll with the best people.
I get paid more, right?
You'll receive the standard rate, plus a bonus on all commissions related to the Road to Portia project. Do your best. A lot of people are counting on you.
Okay. Oh, I think there's a scene with Mint. Yeah, okay. We will come back to Yan because he has a funny reaction. How are you here already? You literally just talked to her. Don't go upstairs.
Hello?
Big tunnel, huh? You don't need any word work done for that, do you? Any all metal? Nice. Okay. Let's talk to Danby. Who's to change his mind about Sandrock? I'm glad. Well, that's just the start. There's going to be a lot of work ahead to get Sandrock back what it used to be.
You're round.
So for the Portia part of the project, the Portia road, oops, the whole thing is not in the game yet. It's like a small part, and then they went more towards a different part of the story. So I'm thinking the next update will have the rest of it. At least I hope it does.
So, they brought you out here again?
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of Moose's guy now, which is good. You know, nice to have a stable gig.
Indeed. Stability is an often overlooked aspect in evaluating the utility of a given profession. I should know, as those who make such oversights are the types that I've tended to seek out for my lab assistant position. In any case, congratulations. You are aware that Mr. Musa is the wealthiest person in the Free Alliance. That should lead to some solid opportunities for you.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Good. So, this tunnel project, will you be needing any new equipment designed? I've been working on a prototype based on an old world design, something rather obscure, something you never would have heard of. A laser-sharpened sword, forged from steel folded 1,000 times. My theory is that it will be able to slice through the rock, facilitating your tunnel building endeavors through the mountains to Portia. All I need is a bit of funding to get it off the ground and into the forge.
What? You mean like that ninja sword you drew on the back of the math homework back in 5th grade?
No, completely unrelated to that. That was just some childish fantasy. I'm surprised you still remember that. You really think that as an adult, I would still fancy making that sword?
Okay, well, I appreciate the offer, Space Case, but Moose has got this project pretty well lined up already. Pretty sure we'll be using already known construction equipment for this project. Don't think we'll need any research this time. Thanks, though.
I see. Inform me if circumstances change. You're going to wish you had my ninja sword.
Okay. I think that's it for the cutscenes for today. So we need to go find a Coco and give them a present. I thought I caught the other day a scorpion, but I guess I didn't. Let's go find Coco. Is he over here? Yes. Scorpster. I don't have a Scorpster on me. So we're gonna come back. Yeah, there's a chunk of my inventory I'm missing. Because I should have, unless I didn't use the Scorpsters. But yeah, so like the road to Portia, I would say it's probably 50% in the game. Like when we're done with it, I will remind you what we still need to do. And I really hope they finish it. Can we adopt an owl today? That will really be like quest complete, like it really would be, because then all the animals are adopted. Well, all the animals that can be adopted are adopted. Really? Eh. Okay. So, the rest of the day. What do I want to do? Well, first off, we're gonna put this down for Coco. So that he has a house. I'm gonna take care of these plants really quick. Of course. Go back. I keep forgetting where I put the chest over here. We'll do that and that. Gonna first go to produce and see what I'm lacking. Those are fine, those are fine. Really, those? I think Camira's gonna maybe come here and look at stuff. There's no point to this. I'll just take that just in case. I don't think we're gonna be able to plant it though. Okay. Come do these ones first. Oh no, I think she's just going for clay. See, we're starting to get some of our own biocrust. Slowly getting there. I'm gonna plant, those are gonna be mushrooms, and this is gonna be, I didn't want that many, dang it. Oh well, it is what it is. I really only wanted one row and yeah, oh well. And that one's gonna do that. I need water, but I'm not gonna allow you to water me. So are you. Need to also probably start more fertilizer. Okay. Oh, we had some. Oh well, we'll just keep it going. See what we got from here. Nope, we did not get any of the things I needed for this. Right? Yeah, I'm still short that. Dang it. That sucks. So I guess we'll go do more. I'll go up here at least. It is a little late in the day to go all the way out there, so I think I'm just gonna get all the scrap here. Our pass already expired. Wow. That did not seem like that long. One of the first missions that we do for this road to Portia should get us the chromium pick hammer and axe, so we will soon be upgrading. It is like one of the first things we do in this series of quests is that. Because really the road to Portia is a very quick mission. We will soon be moving on to the next thing. Like this is like maybe a week in game right now. So. I also need to go look at that cave. If I have enough stamina, I'll go look at the cave. Okay, just hit the junk pile. I don't care. I don't know what it's even hitting right now. Oh, it's the bus. It just doesn't have the hitbox. That's weird. Okay, that's enough. We're gonna go put all of this on there. And I do think we will go look at the caves. There's 2 of them close by. Oh. Do I need a horse? Not really. I just need a feather duster and a clean inventory. A lot of the stuff in here we may be out leveled. I think it's one of those things you're kind of supposed to look at earlier than when I did. I kind of forgot about them because I got so into the story. So we might be a little out leveled. I'm like, where did I go? Oh, that's funny. Now my ears are like, they actually hurt from all that noise. And this we can donate to the museum or we can just put in the house. Okay, we're going to sleep really quick. And I'm going to quickly turn the speed back up. See, that's like about the only time I really ever play with the time is like in that instance.
Hey there! We already have something for you.
We went to survey the tunnel area real early this morning, but the old world building that sits across the canyon is all sorts of unstable. Heidi and I can still get across to do our survey job, but I think for actual construction to start, we'll need that bridge pass reinforced to ensure its structural integrity.
We're hoping you could do that for us.
Sure.
Thanks. I have some basic work table recipes and assembly station diagrams with me. I think they should be enough to reinforce the bridge pass. While you're installing, please also clear out the boulders on the bridge pass. Let me know when you're done. Thanks.
Okay. Bunch of numbers. I wonder who that can be. The green goo is gone, and Burgess gave us water. Thank you, Burgess. And that was from our pets. So now we get our diagram for the pickaxe. We have some things to make. So we'll do that really quickly. And then Doodles. Hello, Nemo. Let's have you explore. Is there a Timon around here? There is. And you will also explore. I think exploring you get... I think it's like a random relic and maybe some scrap, I think. It's been a long time since I've had them explore. I will have to see how we're doing with water again if I need to make them go, but I think we're fine. Did we get the piece? Yes, we did. 2 of them. Okay. So I'm gonna make 2 of these, 1 on each machine. So I'm gonna do the hammer at the same, not the hammer, the axe at the same time. So I need to go buy that. Oh, we have 187 water. We're fine. I will go to the Commerce Guild. After, well, I'll get a commission there. There's no point in... Okay. It's just so cute. It's like seriously like one of the cutest animations watching them just run around town. Whew, that's expensive. I am very happy that today is a decent money day because that would hurt my soul to spend that much money. Well. We'll do this for unsure because I'm falling behind on unsure. We'll do 2 grinders. I can't do that one. I can't do this one. I don't want to go fishing. That is a decent amount of money. I'll do it. And I'll do this for Owen. Okay. And then we need to go get sharpening stones. I will donate money to the church. That way I don't
guess
have to
I could be
people.
more generous.
Tell this to that Duvos Emperor.
Oh my. So we can upgrade one of them today, not both.
Sometimes we have to fight for what's right.
So we'll do the pick hammer first, of course. Bronze sticks, copper screws. What do I need a gear for? Ah, the grinder. Okay. And there goes all of our bronze. So that will give us 48 more. That's good. Okay. Oh, let me think. What else do we need? That's good enough. That's good enough. I can make some. I'm gonna do that. We do need white copper for something coming up, I think. That sounds familiar. Okay, we're going to go do our pick hammer. Perfect already. Nice. And we will upgrade it. We will not have this pick hammer very long. This is probably one of the shortest time frames of having. Well, not the. We can't because agate. We can't get to agate yet. Okay. So perfect, good enough for now until we can get to agate. This stuff has a lot of processing time, so we're gonna go. You can't get to the agate until we complete this part about the little bridge. So we're at least a few days away from being able to upgrade this. Can we adopt you yet? No. Okay. This particular part of the mission where we need to take down the structures is being a little buggy for some people. I've had the bug before. The structures are there, so that's the good sign. If we can take them down, that's the other half of the battle. Because some people, this is not showing up. And so the fix to that, because I've had this bug twice now. The fix is that one stays. You save your game, you exit the game, you verify game files, and you come back in the game. It should be fixed. I one time had it where I had to save the game, leave the game, verify the game files, come back into the game, sleep, and then it was fine. The next day it was fine. I've had that happen to me before. There are some people who have done that and it still isn't. Most of them it's been fixed. Well, hello, Van Gogh. In that case, your best bet is going to the Discord, and most of the times the devs will ask for your save file because that means you're fully bugged out. Like, you are bugged beyond help. And so the devs will normally ask for your save file. I think I've sent them my save file. Oh, they didn't have that there before. Say hi to Mint. I always have to travel for my work. My favorite city is Portia, but maybe it's because my Uncle Mayor Gale lives there. This still has not filled. Are you kidding me? This is bugged. That we've already should have been able to harvest that thing like 3 times. But anyway, so yeah. Yeah, so it's like the if it is bad enough, if you're stuck bad enough and what I said did not fix it, they will ask for your save file just because that means there's something seriously wrong. Because what did I send them mine for? I was, I think, one of the first people to report the day of the sand sledding not working right. So they wanted my save file, which is a bug they still kind of haven't fixed, but it must be a very complicated bug. Stay. This is almost done for Owen. I will put away into miscellaneous this because we're done with it. We've moved on to better things called chromium. I think out of all the pick hammers, that's my least favorite looking one though. I don't like the reminds me of like the Grim Reaper's little sieve from like The Sims 4. That's what it reminds me of for whatever reason. Whoa, we're not gonna have enough copper gears? Oh yeah, we will. Okay. I'm gonna start more copper gears over here. Can we start Unsures thing yet? Yes. Need to go fishing yet. Oh my, why are you telling me that? I will see if I can refine this. This one is by far my favorite of the fishing traps. You don't need to do this, I just like to. I like to get the radius to about 1. I find it makes it a little bit easier to catch things without using the bait. Like, I just, oh, I have to recycle all that. Miscellaneous. We're done with that for now. We're gonna load some of this up. I want this first. Yeah, so the amount of aluminum scrap you got from that building is enough to last you for the longest time in game. And then we'll fill in stone wherever we can fit it, because we're beyond the stone at this point. Okay, fish, right? I need fish. 8 fish. Have everything else for it? Yes. That's why the eggs are handy, because of stuff like this. Because otherwise, the only other way to get eggs, you can't buy them anywhere currently in game. The literal only way to get eggs is by going up to trees and shaking them and hoping you get bird nests, or they drop from the tree. And I don't like doing that. So, can she do it? Hope I was too late. Oh, nope, see? That's why you want the big one. See, look at that. Like, you don't even have to aim. It's fantastic. Like, anyone who dislikes fishing in this game, just get the professional and upgrade it to, like, the 1 radius. You will never look back. It is idiot proof. I love it. Now we just need 6 sand carp. This one I think can catch up to 4. Which the later pen fish things, that's handy. Oops, I hit a button outside my window. There we go. Anybody, anybody, anybody. 1. I don't want to stay in Dakota, but okay. Because see, like the last trap, you pretty much had to be on the thing for it to acknowledge it. So like the kings, that was like the easiest thing ever. Oh, I love it. And we're done. I'm actually shocked we got another king. I really didn't think we would see another king for a while. Coco, come live over here. Please? I would think in the next episode, Coco should be adoptable for us. It has to be. Perfect. I think I did too many of these, but it's okay. And then we will start everything for... That's not what I wanted to do. After I turn this in, we'll start everything we need to do for the bridgey pieces. This is like... It's a pain in the butt to assemble. I'll say that. Because there's like... You have to make 5 of them. So, do I need copper gears for anything? No. So we're gonna cancel these. I think that's still going. So we're gonna do plates here. Why do you... Okay, how many? I need 5 steel frames, so they each, so yeah, 20. Okay. So that is 6, 14, so we need 2 more. And we're out of iron. Yeah, see, this just wipes us out. Oops. And then on this side, we need bronze rivets. So that should be everything. I think that should be everything. Oh, I need to get the food. Okay. Being blocked by a cat. Alrighty. Wow, that really cleared us out. Wow. Well... Justice wants us to patrol more now on the road. The road project is approved. I agree, it's the right thing to do. I'm glad Justice volunteered us to go into the canyon with you. Now I have this cool suit that I can wear around the house to pretend like I'm in space. I love him.
Thank you.
He's great. Never change for anyone unsure. Oh my god. That is just too funny. Hello? I think he's supposed to be talking to Justice. I'm excited about the road announcement. Haven't seen my old Portia pals in a Pam Bat's age. Well, better not get too worked up, eh? It's going to take a pretty long time to finish the tunnel, won't it? You guys are drilling, though. What, 5 leagues of rock? More?
Thank you.
You literally were walking away from me, dude. Okay. Yeah, I think he was technically talking to Justice there. Yan.
Dang it! I searched everywhere for Musa's wallet, and all I found were a couple of 1 gold pieces between the couch cushions. I was looking for those, but you don't think it's possible Musa saw through my ruse, do you?
What are you thinking? Birthday? The 14th of autumn. I tried to organize a meeting with Musa, tried to squeeze every last dime out of all the commissions we'll be doing on the coming days, and he offered me 100 goals per day just to stay away from him. Score, easiest buck I ever made in my life. Quick words. So you in the Civil Corps. It's great that you have new pals or whatever, but I don't want to see you neglecting your duties to run around playing Yak Boy. Got it? While you were in the valley, I actually had to do a whole mess of commissions. Better straighten up and fly right, else I'll be taking my overtime fees out of your salary. Glad we had this talk. I didn't realize they both were perfect. Well, that's cool. I did not know that. Okay. And the last person, I don't remember who it was. Rocky. He'll be awake. I think. Oh, they're sitting down. Hey, Lexi, you ready to dig that tunnel? I'm aiming to be one of who makes the first crack through the other side of the mountain. There ain't nothing like it. Bam! The light starts to seep through. You said you run into a bunch of pandy rats down in the canyon. One of them, Pinhead, stole my favorite rock and roll poster back in '92. You give him back, Builder. Sock him one for your old pal Rocky. While I'm here, I'll talk to Crystal. This tunnel's going to be good for our business too. Plus, our miners have been getting tired of smashing the same old rocks day in, day out. There are only so many times you can get excited about finding a patch of tin. Handy rats, I hate those things. Good on you for showing them what for. The real victims here are the good, honest rats out there, having their name besmirched by the low flyers. Oh, and Pebbles is fine now, don't worry. Yeah, poor Pebbles. Alrighty, with that, I think we're done for the day. I just can't believe we actually ran out of iron, my goodness. Hey, Andy. I talked to you today? No, his birthday is the 5th of autumn. You better come and get me something if you know what's good for you. I will, Andy. You really think Logan ain't gonna have nothing to say about y'all and your tunnel plans? Well, okay.
See ya.
See ya. Oh, look at Nemo being a good boy over there. Okay. We have some stuff to harvest. So we'll do that real quick and then go to bed and end the episode. How are we doing over here? Lovely. Actually, do I need... Oh, it only wants me to mix... We are probably... Oh, it uses that. Okay, we're fine. Okay, I was gonna say, if that uses steel frame, steel too, I would probably be going over to Hugo and buying some. But there really isn't much building coming up. Like, this is the last, for at least a little while, this is the last really big building thing. So we'll have all the totals up in no time. At least that I can think of, because there's something we need to build for Chi. And yeah, then everything else is like little things. Like the last mission is not much building at all. Like if we get to a point in the story where it's more action than it is building, if that, it will make more sense when you see it. I'll just put that in wood for now. We're gonna use it tomorrow, so... Nope, I need to grab seeds. Which are over here. Hi, Banjo. No! I know. What haven't I planted for a while? I'll do sand rice. No. Well, I'll do some of those. And that, maybe. Okay. We'll do like 2 sand rice. And... what are those? You want to get water? Oh, you want to be watered today. Got it. Oh, not that. Now those 2 don't want to be. All right. I really thought I got a scorpion the other day. I really thought I did. And the fact, because I like Fang's line for when you give them they're Scorpsters. Well, that's good to know. I was wondering where those were too. So one mystery has been solved. I was keeping them on me for Coco. Oh, we're up to 250 of those. All right. Why is that there? I don't know. Guess I don't. I really thought I had one though. Must be thinking of something else. Can always go back and look at the footage, because that does exist. Oh well, it is what it is. I guess if I ever catch another one and it magically disappears somewhere, I know it's in there. Well, I'm going to close this just in case. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. I'm going to close this. So I think we're okay, but just to be safe. Oh, so that you get plastic scrap. So scrap, any type of scrap, dregs, I think it's type of fancier stone, and then a relic piece. Okay. I think we got everything going on that we need. So we got 6 more plates being working on. 4 of those. That's correct. That's correct. And then 9 and 2 is 11. And how many do I have? That is correct. Okay, we're good. So next episode, we will install the little bridge. Support reinforcements. That's the word, reinforcements. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of my time at Sandrock. Like I said, we will do the bridge, reinforcements next time. Everything will be done. We will probably have another meeting with Musa, and then we will see what else we need to do for the road to Portia. So I hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourself, and bye for now.